Okay, so I just took a quick pause for the cause, a bathroom break, to answer Sean Plus, who asks, you discover a beautiful island upon which you may build your own society. You make the rules. What is the first rule you put into place? The first rule I would put into place is, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Thank you, Aleister Crowley! Crowley. Because, that about fucking covers it. And, those who do not understand that law, which is love is the law, love under will, would be systematically removed. And, what's interesting to me about this question is it's being a very impressionable, hyperactive, and imaginative teenager reading Burroughs. When I read The Cities of the Red Knight, I believe around 18 or 19 years old, the concept of the pirate community was thrilling to me, because during the 18 and 1900s, there was literally a plethora of pirate communities that existed, and are fascinating. They're just fascinating things to read up on and explore, especially for somebody who is very imaginative and is interested in expanding upon the ideas of a utopian society. Because these places were real, and they existed, and they worked. They worked. There were local economies. There was local commerce, supply and demand. There was crime, and there was punishment. They held true to all the constructs of any modern society, even down to religion. They existed. And they were founded by outlaws. I mean, if anybody wants to look to a perfect example of, the rock and roll niggers of society, those who stand on the outside, and if you get offended by that, listen to some fucking Patti Smith, would you? Those that exist outside society, creating an almost utopian place in which to exist, one has to look no further than Australia, which started as a convict colony where the struggles between British convicts, the British royalty, the monarchy, and the beautiful culture of the Aborigines of Australia were in constant and, to some degree, in my belief, which could be incorrect, they are the tripod that political structure sits on, is constantly shifting and moving and creates suffering and joy, etc. And I think it's a beautiful country. It's somewhere I've always wanted to go, and most of the art that comes from Australia and most of the product of its society is pretty fucking tight. It beats the shit out of the US and England, or most of Europe. It really does, because it's like freer in some way. I don't really know what it is. Maybe it's the product of kind of being in a harsh environment and finding beauty within that, and then sharing it with the rest of the world who may not have the same understanding of like quiet beauty, like hidden beauty, like the Australians or the Icelandic or what have you do. So I would hope that if I got to build my own society and make the rules, that it would very much operate in a way that I didn't have to preside over. And that learned how to make decisions by itself. wise decisions and otherwise. Sean, your question was awesome. And again, I went off on a tangential rant, as is my MO. But I love you and your blog. You are by far one of the cutest fucking people on the internet, and I love you to death. Mwah. Bye.